So the internet is being really stupid. My entire feed is bombarded, of course, by all the censorship stuff, and it's been bothering me. So I'm going to talk about it. I think that it is downright stupid. I'm pretty sure the majority of people agree with this. There is a select few that are speaking out for the majority and ruining absolutely everything. Now, I get wanting to protect children. That's okay, understandable. But using this, we're protecting the children as a smokescreen in order to get across all of these different forms of censorship is downright, it just seems insane. There's a bunch of boomers out here that think they know how the internet works. If we look back on how TikTok and everything was going down whenever they were trying to do the ban, it is very obvious that all of these people don't know how any of this works. They don't live in the same world as you and I. They only hear the worst things about the internet. They don't know how to operate it. More than half of them, I'm sure, had to have a grandchild even show them how to connect to the internet, and now they're making rules about censorship and what is to come with that. So I've had a little bit of time to think about this because it's been so up in my face, and it makes me scared just like everybody else. It makes me very scared. I was talking with my girlfriend about this, and I brought up some things, and I want to bring it up here because I'm seeing a lot of valid points on my feed. Like, how is YouTube going to use AI to detect if a user is under 18 when it can hardly detect when a content ID claim is false? So there's gonna be a lot of false flags for people on accounts if this ends up going through. There's so much backlash, and it brings to mind all sorts of things. Like, this can have a cascading effect. I had made a post about it. I'll go and read that real quick. Think of the Online Safety Act as those drug scheduling laws, or even the idea of choice. When you make it tougher to get things safely online, people are going to find other less safe ways to do it. There will always be workarounds that aren't safe. Plus, the backlash from something like this could totally be on par with that of which we saw during the TikTok ban talks. People that just fully desert online as a whole. If I pulled up my computer and all my screens go, hey, we need your ID, I'm done. That's it. That would be the final straw, as it is for a lot of people. There's already too much going on right now. If it's asking me for my ID, I'm just not going to give it. I don't have to. That's fine by me. I will disappear and go do other things. The amount of total income lost. There are people whose full-time job is being on here. You think they're not going to take a hit whenever this starts happening? If millions of people decide, nope, this isn't for me, every one of them that ever spent money on a subscription service that now requires ID, or buying goods that are now blocked by an ID wall, will disappear. And of course, physical unrest in the streets. When things get really bleak, people start acting crazy. And I can't say that I don't blame them. And anybody that wants to say that none of this would happen just has to face the statistical chances of this. There will always be somebody doing something, so you have to assume all of the worst possibilities are probable because they are possibilities. The internet has become an escape place from the world that we live in. It's a harsh, bleak reality, and people like to get on the internet to decompress. Either it's watching a stream, watching YouTube videos, enjoying your favorite shows, even Spotify needing an ID check. Really? You're not going to let somebody listen to music if they're below the age of 18? What happened to a free market? I thought that's what America was about. Take your chances. This is the land of opportunity, yet opportunities are getting stripped away right in front of our face. This isn't even a typical thing that I would talk about, but it hits home for me. I've been following content creation for a really long time, trying to make it a viable source of income, and now the chances of that could completely get stripped away, and I'm just left to go find other things. I'm just at a loss for words. What does the future look like for this? Do they go through with this? Do they become self-aware and go, oh, maybe we shouldn't do this, and instead we should focus on other things? Because if you actually cared about the kids, there wouldn't be any guns in schools, the Epstein files would be released, there would be actual things that have to do with affecting children that would be taken care of. The amount of CPS cases that go unmanaged, the amount of mistreatment of children by horrible parents, those of which have fed their iPads to these people and now are enraged by what they're seeing, even though it's because of their lack of parenting skills that they're seeing these things in the first place. Take a look at any video on this platform that has to do with talking about the disgusting things that are on YouTube Kids videos. My girlfriend nannies for children and has to just watch over them as they see these things and then be like, what are you watching? And take it away. And of course, these children have a horrible reaction. Hi, Suki. Cat came in. There are just a lot bigger issues to tackle than this. So many bigger issues. People are working long hours for no money, and the no money that they have with the life that they try to enjoy, they try to spend it on these things, and now they're gonna be content ID blocked. Oh man, if you feel upset by this, I am right there with you. And it's not about, they're trying to frame it in a way that is, oh, well, you disagree with this? You're a horrible person. And it looks like, I hate to frame it this way, but it reminds me of a cult like movement. The MAGA people follow Trump like a cult leader, basically. Just look up what it takes, what are the signs of a cult, and try to not assign them to the MAGA group. It fits perfectly. Let this be known with all of these statements. I do not align either way. I just want to be able to support my family, raise my son, do things that I enjoy, and have people be nice to each other. The golden rule is a golden rule for a reason. All of these things are just getting thrown out the wind. It's really easy to disassociate because the world just seems so out of whack. What has happened? I thought we were going to be on a better track than this. And the only thing, it's just the last presidency that Trump had, horrible things happened. And a lot of people tried to be like, there was this, it was great. There's good and there's bad. It happens for everything. Like I said earlier, statistics, a huge thing. There's going to be a percentage that is good and people really want to hang on that and ignore the bad. But this seems like another horrible run through of a presidency, and he's going to go down for these things. Or maybe not. There won't be an internet to document all of this. I've seen all kinds of things where they're talking about taking down archive websites, all the stuff on YouTube, all the stuff on Spotify, taking down games on Steam, Visa, MasterCard, all these people just all over the place. The US, UK, just why? All at the exact same time? Listen, if you're loyal to the foil, put your tin hat on. Holy, it has never been such a good time for people to be conspiracy theorists because it is just staring you in the face. Hopefully we come out on a better end than this. I feel like you can't have a day go by without something crazy going on. And honestly, it makes me not want to be on the internet, or at least not consuming any content of any sort, because it's all negative. And that could just be my feed. It could just be what's coming into space. But I feel like at this point, if you spend enough time on the internet, you're going to see, I kind of use it as I don't pay attention to things until it is so in my face that I have to. And that could be horrible for some things, but for something like this, it's a problem. Back whenever COVID started, I didn't pay attention to it. I was like, it's whatever, until it started encroaching on my actual lifestyle. Then I was like, this is a problem. Maybe that's a fault of my own, just because by the time it gets to me, it's kind of too late. And that's what this feels like. It feels like now that this has reached my scope of viewing, it is too late, and it makes me very, what is the word I'm even looking for? Things just seem very bleak right now, and I don't know how it comes back from that. I just want to express a little bit of my concern on this. If you guys have any comments down below, please let me know how you're feeling about all this and how you think it'll come out for the best. I don't know what that looks like, but I'm hoping for it, just like everybody else should. And if there's a petition that you can go sign it, go check it out. I'll leave one down below. You can check it out. It has to do with the Visa, MasterCard stuff. And I know, hey, we don't want this. The small group doesn't speak for the majority. So when people become activists and they want to throw all of this in our face, you got to let them know, hey, just because 1% says this, that doesn't mean the other 99% want to deal with the consequences. The loud kid in the room doesn't give everybody the attention. Like I said, that's all I got. If you guys enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I normally play video games. This is something different. It has been all up in my face and I want to talk about it. All right, I will see you guys in the next video. Hopefully. Bye.